Good morning, everyone. It's Spirit Sessions of View of the Light live on Facebook, the Breakthrough Show Network, YouTube, and our own YouTube channel. And you can catch us later on our podcast. Please comment, like, and join our YouTube channel. And today we wish you a happy Sunday and an enlightening Sunday. And we're here to embody our divine. And Teresa, I'm going to put it over to you so you can tell about our new guest that we have here today.
I'm so excited to have Kim here with us today. Kimness herself. And what I mean by that is because Kim embodies the ability and the teachings that as you're listening to her and learning from her, you get to feel all of your divine feminine embodiment coming up and around, and it really sets you on a cool path. I didn't know that at first because I met her in a book writing course, and it was so exciting, and everybody shared their stuff, and I never knew where that would lead, except I knew pay attention to this one. Then she went to Egypt and took these pictures where you could see, I mean, in your third eye, you could see the light and her light shining and mixing with Egypt and things. And it gave me a spontaneous past life memory of working with Isis on Sirius. Okay, there's an Egypt connection that takes us right to there, and it looks the same music, the same pyramids and things. And we were inside a pyramid, and I saw you. You were at a level where you were teaching other girls, other people, other priestesses, in fact. And I was like a beginner, like a novice coming in. And so we got to look over to see what you guys were doing. And it was like, oh my God, there you are. And I recognized your same energy. So I'm trying to light the kefi, but welcome to the show, Kim. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you all. Thank you. I'm so honored to be here and excited to share with you all. And I love the intro, so thank you for that with the music.
Yeah, it's a little rock and roll, but we love it.
Yes, I love it too. So thank you for that. That totally fits. So beautiful. Yes, it's amazing to be here. And Egypt was a magical as well. It's like it's just a journey of deep remembering and unpacking, and it's like there are so many connections with a lot of us. We all have different connections with Egypt and rememberings and what happened there. It's just it's exciting to just connect with that and to tune in what your connection is with Egypt and how it just unfolds. And because so many things also related to what happened in Egypt or the teachings that were there and in different ways. It's like there's so much to unpack. So that's exciting.
I love how we've remembered our technology so we can connect all over the world, because you're in the Netherlands or in Holland,
Yes.
and Egypt is sort of a central kind of a point for the world for this experience, right?
Yes, it is.
And we're all been flung far and wide through the world. And how did you decide that Egypt was a special place for you?
For me, Egypt, I don't know, it was calling, and it awakened within me a soul sister with whom I did a course. She said, I'm gonna organize a tour to Egypt, and then the moment she said that, I said, I need to be there. And it's like sometimes you are just innerly being guided to places. When someone says something, you feel like this is meant for me, and it's just just leaping and saying yes. So a half year later, she said, well, my tour is finished, and do you still want to join? And I just said yes. And it was because I went this April, so we had all the COVID things, but I just felt that if I need to be there, I will be there. And then the universe aligns, and everything comes in to just be there. And it was magical. It was really, and also the time, it's like, because we feel like timelines are shifting and time is speeding up. So also to them be in Egypt in this time and space, it's really, it awakened. It's so aligned, but it's just trusting in our own process that we get these nudges that our body tells us the moment we need to leap, and the things that are aligned. So it's just it came in the right time in the right moment, and it's really amazing.
And you've been feeling that weird. Have you felt that the timelines have even been more turbulent for the last week?
Yeah,
it's like you're kind of going, am I losing my mind, or somebody like?
I've
Because you
had multiple
remember
clients say that they feel like they're losing their mind. Like, that's crazy.
You keep thinking you've done something, or you forgot to do something, and you've done it and you haven't. I don't know. It's just like kind of
Yeah.
weird.
So it feels like everything is speeding up, but it's just speeding up to align us to our highest purpose. Where before we might get one trigger a month. Now this is, but it's just in general. But and now it's just almost daily. You get these opportunities to clear things out of your field and to. In the end, it's all about becoming your best version of self, and it's just. I think also in a way the universe and Mother Earth are asking us to really align to our highest calling and to align to what we are here to bring, and that is really constantly inviting us to release the layers that are not us, and that's why also these triggers and these from going from very high to very low, they come more quickly than before because it's just time. It's time to in a way, let go of what isn't fitting and really stand for who we are. So, and
Speed through it
time
too. Let's speed through the bad stuff and let's
Yes,
get
it
on
is.
to the good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Awesome.
also the hardest because you're constantly being invited to stretch out of your comfort zone, and it's really a lot of storm happening around you, and it's really inviting you to be this centeredness within yourself. I think so that whatever happens, you're able to dance and to move fluidly, and it doesn't influence you that much. It's so that's really it's a beautiful journey within. Yeah.
So you are really into dance. I've seen some of your
Yes.
lives. So how does that help somebody, break free of whatever else is going on?
Yeah. For me, I felt like the moment I got, like, Egypt is a big initiation. So the moment you go there, new things open up within you, new awarenesses, but also you're being asked to uh, detach from things, detach from. So I felt after Egypt, it was very beautiful. I remembered a lot, but I also felt that the way I am asked to live is maybe different than how I did before, than how society wants me to live, how the norm of being a mother, being a woman, being a wife, being an entrepreneur, and a daughter, all those things, to really break free from those patterns, and that invites you to look at your shadows. And at that moment before, I would do my light language, would do energy work, but I noticed that it wasn't working anymore in the way it used to be, because it's like we are really being invited to also feel things within our bodies. So in that way, I felt the emotions much intenser. I felt, and then I did my tools, but it wasn't shifting like it used to be. And that's where I rediscovered dancing, because dancing. So a moment now, when a trigger comes up, or when I feel that I'm being guided to look at a deeper shadow within myself, I just acknowledge the energy, I allow it to express, and then I dance. But through the dancing, it moves the energy also through my physical body, because this journey is also reminding us that we are not only a light being in light. We came here to bring something in physical form, and it's also co-creating with this beautiful body that we have. And it's like discovering also these new tools within our body, within our vessel. And that's really what dancing does for me. So through that, I notice that I shift more quickly, because I allow this energy to be expressed through the movement of my body. And it's such a powerful energy force, because you have your whole body working with you and shifting. So yes, since Egypt, dancing is my medicine. And I also know that we did that in these ancient temples as well. We
So you
danced.
you were a dancer in one of the temples.
Yes.
You're pretty sure, yeah.
Yes, probably. Yes. But dancing, it connects you really with you. It also connects you with Mother Earth, and it connects you with because your body is part of this earthly journey, is part of this connection with Mother Earth. So it's inviting us to ground. But it's also the hardest part, because through grounding and through feeling our body, we are going through our hardest emotions. But it's time. It's time. So it's like a beautiful journey into self, and dancing helps for me in that. Yeah.
Do you dance to
And
any certain music? I just
Yeah, I have a playlist with all different music. So I have dance music, I have more intuitive music, more shamanistic music, and I just most of the time it's interesting when I feel an emotion come up, or some shadow. I have this playlist of all different music, and I just keep tuning. And at one point I have the number, and then the tears come and the releasing come, and then I just dance. But it's like going through this playlist to tune in. What does the universe want to share with me today? What is the message? And
sort
what's
of like oracle cards, right?
I
yes,
love
it is.
that.
Yes, yeah. No, yeah. It's funny because I also use my playlist indeed as a card deck. So each morning I just press
oh,
shuffle and I say, what do you want to share? And sometimes it's the most magical things that come up. So it's exciting.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Yes,
love
it
that.
is. Yes.
That's
I love,
so
yeah.
Beautiful.
I love that.
But
You
So,
music is
launched your book
beautiful as well.
last week. Let's
Sorry.
celebrate. I honor you because you launched your book last week.
Yes,
When
I
I'm
did.
looking at the flower of life behind you, And it's
Yeah.
reminding me.
Yeah.
Can you share with everyone about your book and why you brought that? Why it was
Yes.
birthed through you?
Yes. And a year ago, we did the program, and after that, I started to to just commit myself to writing. So for 2 weeks, I said to myself, I'm gonna sit 2 hours a day, and I'm just gonna allow myself to be this vessel for whatever wants to come true. And in 20 hours, a whole book came true, and it was amazing. And then, but it didn't came in like chapter 1, 2, 3. It came in like chapter 8, and then 12. So
Oh
then the
wow.
whole realigning of the book started, and the editing. And now a week ago it came out. But it's such a it's such an amazing book, and it's so. But you also that's the beautiful thing about creating something. It's allowing divine energies to come through and to give form to something. So it connects you deeper with your seed of creation, with your divine feminine parts, with all that you came here to be on the Earth Star. But it's also about just being you, and through being you, it just you become magnetic for what you desire. So it's we always think that we need to be someone else, or we need to do other things, or we need to learn more, but in the end it's going into self, and that's really what creates the life of your dreams, and what allows you to meet beautiful people and get beautiful opportunities on your path. So it was amazing, but it's also a whole journey. Prescribing a book, you need to go through all these layers of past lifetimes, where you think, who am I to bring these teachings out into the world? Who am I to birth these kinds of things? And so but it's an amazing book, because it's like multidimensional communicating with you. So it's while you go through the pages, it's also communicating with your higher self and with multidimensional levels. So it's not only you just
Cool.
reading. So much is happening and shifting. So it's I'm just happy that it's now spreading. It's like birthing a baby, and now it's just spreading
Yeah.
out into the world. And, so that's beautiful.
Oh, what a
Congratulations. That's
blessing.
awesome.
Thank you. Yes.
I would love to hear your origin story. Like, where did you really start to awaken to, there being something more, and maybe to your past lives? Like, where did it start for you?
I've always been different, like the most of us. I tuned into energies. I sang light language, but I didn't know it was light language. I felt different, and at one point I just started to numb myself. So I wanted to be like the rest, and I thought, why am I different? Why am I feeling all these things, or why I have these unconventional ideas about life, and everyone is just doing that, so I also am supposed to do that. So you just go with that. And at one point I just lost myself. And the first big wake up call was a couple of years ago, when I got a burnout, and that really invited me to go deep within. But at one point my body was healed and I had energy, and I was still looking for the answers outside of myself. So then life just takes you over, and you just go do everything again. And then my girls were born, so that was amazing, and that really invited me to become the best version of myself. And I really want them to live from their heart and really be their unique self, and just, in a way, do not bother what the rest of the world wants, but really follow their own path. And that really awakened a deep desire within myself, because the only way I can teach them is through showing. I can say to them, follow your heart and do that, and not do it myself, but they understand the frequency and vibrations behind it more than we do, because they're even more attuned. So that opened something. And then I think 5 years ago, I became more sick in little things, and then the diagnosis was chronic Lyme. But at one point, there was just nothing anymore. My body was so tired. It was in my brain. I couldn't do a lot. So for me, at one point, I was like nothing. I just could lay at bed, and I was just silent. And within that silentness, and that's also in my book, in the first chapter, I share there more about that. Within the silentness, there was just light. So the moment I really gave up, like this, there's nothing more. So the moment I surrender to, okay, show me, universe, I'm done, I'm ready. This is not how I want to live. Show me what I need to do. And then there was light, and then there was inspiration, and suddenly I heard like the guidance again that I heard as a little child, and I started to put pieces together, and beautiful courses came up my path, and people, and inspiration, and then I think in a half year I turned my whole, because my doctors were saying you were only going down. And in a half year, I turned it all around, and I'm doing everything again. I'm traveling. So it's like I reclaimed myself, but through energy work, through changing my diet, and really changing myself. And that really, so it propelled me. It was my big start point. Then from one thing led to another, and but it's also by me really surrendering and saying there's nothing more. So show me, because this is not how I want to live. This is not what I want for the rest of my life. I'm now 37, so I was. That's not how you want to live your life. So it's really, awakening to a bigger guidance. And that really, so then my light language opened up, and I started working with clients, and it was beautiful to see how what opened up when I co-created with that energy. But it's constant. Okay, that was, I think, my biggest shift during the period that I had Lyme. I was really being invited to look for the answer inside of myself. Where before I was still looking for the answer outside of myself and looking for programs, looking for the quick fix. And at that moment, it was like I couldn't do anything more. I had no energy, so it was just only within. And that really was my big turning point. So, and then you get in tune with your higher self and with your tools and gifts. And because these are all, and that's also what it's within my book. It's like I connected with my seed of creation, and within my seed of creation, there's wholeness. There's my whole blueprint. There's my whole wisdom, but it's stored within me. It's not outside. So that's really, I'm very thankful for that moment, because it changed my whole life, and it changed my whole family life. And it's like, it made our life more magical than we could ever hope for. So, and it's still, going on.
That's a powerful story. I love that so much. Thank you for sharing that. That's amazing. And I think, it's that was the thing that really clicked with, your story when you were talking, is the surrender, that moment of surrender where we stop resisting whatever's happening. That's when the big changes happen, the big awakening. That's when we really start to step into our power, and, that's when things change for the better. So I love that so much. We've had, other guests who come on and talk about that as well. And it's like, being in it can be so hard, because you don't want to be in that. You don't want to have to deal with that. You don't want to feel the way you feel. But as soon as you let go and stop, trying to convince yourself to feel better, you do feel better, right? And it's just beautiful and powerful. And I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, you're welcome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so powerful. Yeah, it seems like there is a darkness that we have to kind of go through before we get to the dawn. And there's something. I think all along we get little hints that we should be changing, but sometimes we just need that 2x4 up across the head to actually move.
Getting dropped on your ass. Yeah, that's what the universe likes to do that sometimes. Yeah.
Yes.
We keep forgetting to say with ease and grace. That's what I think.
Yes. Yeah.
And we
but it's also, in a way, we're also stuck in just our, in sometimes the illusions, but also the just like, oh, I need to do this because I'm a mother. I need to do this because I'm, and we forget our body and our emotions are constantly giving us signals. But somehow we find the world around us more important, and we don't listen. But the signals are always there, and in a way, it's sad that we sometimes need these. Also, for me, that I needed this hard wake-up call to shift everything. Instead of the signals were always there, but I always found someone else more important, or taking care of others more important, or instead of really honoring myself and my. And in that, I now notice, by me honoring myself and my emotions and whatever I go through, I can even be of more service for my surroundings. That's really a shift we need to make, because we're so learned. Oh no, that's selfish, or that's it's like you only think, like all those patterns. It's really, it's inviting to.
What a great example. You've broken that pattern of what mothers have always done. And girls will look at that and say, no, by being empowered and taking care of myself, I can be a better mother. Like look at mom. This is what she did.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because most of us, we also got, and that's okay, because it was also a different time, but we got the role model where our mothers would just give everything. And that is what I reclaimed that's more the last year, also through me going to Egypt, and just the part that I'm also a woman, and I'm also a goddess, and I'm also me. And through that, I can give more to them as well, because I want them to be the goddess the rest of their lives. I want them to create different templates of being in relationships and being in connection with others, and really sharing from this other place instead of depleting yourself. Because I did it as well. I just, the first 5 years, I was a full-time mom, and I just gave everything. But in a way, as much as I loved them, it also depleted me, because there was nothing from really me. And that's really what I've been reclaiming the last 2 years. It's like owning myself as well. I'm also a woman. And I always thought before I got children, I'm never going to do that. But just life just takes you over, and it just happens.
Wow. So the journey to...
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
The journey to embodying the divine is truly through embodying yourself, being yourself, allowing yourself to be loved and taken care of, and tuning into yourself, really knowing yourself. And I think that's, so many people look for the divine in everything around us, and it's there. But if you're not allowing it to be in you, if you're not connecting with the divine that you are, then you're never going to get there. It's always going to be something that's out of reach.
It is. And then you always feel separate.
Yeah.
Because that constantly creates separation, but it's not, it's the wholeness, everything, it is already within you. And it's like, really loving yourself. I'm now, it's very simple. I'm now doing like a practice by where I just say each day in the mirror, I love me. I love me. And I said, most of the time I said, no, I'm not going to do that. That's simple. But the profound shifts I feel within myself by just saying every morning and every evening, I love you, Kim. But it's also sometimes we think that the most profound things are difficult, but it's not. It are the most simple things that really create big shifts within our awareness. And it all starts with self-love. And that's also what the divine feminine is about in the flower of love as well. It's like embracing this love for self. And through the love for self, you can create everything. But it's then created from the softness, and it's then created from inspiration from a higher plan instead of our ego mind. And there are so many things to discover in the softness, and the softness is even more powerful than from other parts within us. So it's like, starting with love.
Juju, one of our goddesses that comes to visit, and she's also on a breakthrough show on network. Embodying is getting to love and meet your higher self. So that's awesome. And I think too, when you start doing that, all the resentment that you may feel in lower forms just disappears too. And so you are a more loving being because you don't have anything else.
No, but also because if you really can embrace all the parts of you, if you can embrace your shadows, your beauty, your anger, your excitement, your passion, it's like also what I've noticed within myself, it's constantly clearing your field, and it's creating this strong foundation instead of you constantly being triggered by things in your field. When you really can embrace yourself, you can also stand in the world, and it's like, again, in the beginning, like standing in the storm, fully centered within yourself. And that's what it does. If you really love yourself, you can just be centered, and someone else can scream around you, but you just feel this is not for me. This is my energy field where I need to be responsible for, and you can also just be present with others. That's also what I've noticed. Just hold space instead of me being influenced by what the outer world is doing. It's like,
or try to fix it, or try to fix them, because I think as mothers, we always try to fix the situation. We're always trying to fix whatever problem there is for our children or for our spouses. We always are trying to fix things, and we can't fix them. They have to fix themselves.
Yeah, it is. And we can only be ourselves, and by that we help them even more.
I mean, that's definitely something that I know that I'm definitely working on. It's been quite a journey trying to learn how to not be reactive, especially in this divisive world that we're in. There's so many things that set us up to be reactive that we have to learn. And it's been a journey of not feeling the need to have opinions about everything, which has been such a big thing for me. As the former me, that's still a part of me, was very judgmental all the time. Always having to have an opinion about everything. And I still find that coming up sometimes, and I'm like, okay, why do I need to invest my energy in this? It's not something I want to experience. I don't need to have an opinion. And it definitely comes up quite a bit, especially right now. But I find myself being able to step back and observe more than having to participate. And it's definitely a superpower when you could get it, but it's a lot of work.
It is. It's the hardest part, but also the softness for yourself, because you're already aware. So also not judging you when that happens, because that is also, again, really loving yourself and embracing, okay, I noticed it within myself and I choose a different direction, and that's okay. Because in the end, we're human, and it's a constant deepening spiral and a constant discovering of who we are and deepening layers in ourselves that come up, and that's okay. Because that's really, that's what I've been, especially since Egypt. I'm reclaiming the divine feminine within myself, the goddess. But it's just embracing everything. It's allowing myself to be angry, to cry, to miss someone, to be excited, to be passionate, to just embrace it all. Because sometimes we've also been learned that emotions are not good enough, or you don't need to have these extreme thoughts or these extreme emotions, but maybe we just need to maybe we just need to allow ourselves to feel everything. So if you feel angry, be angry. If you feel, and then fluidly dance or between what comes, and really do not judge yourself, allowing ourselves to really, embrace ourselves in wholeness, and like the fierceness of, okay, now I experience this and now I choose a different direction, and that, but again, it's like the compassion for ourselves. We're constantly so hard. Me sometimes still. It's like this is the most important person in your whole life, and from that, it's like, so why would we judge ourselves? Why would we shame ourselves? Why would we? It's like a strange thing that we have been taught while growing up, and it's really I think those are the biggest things to release out of your field.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
And awareness is key. So awareness is, so you're already
Yes.
aware, and that's really creating the change. Yeah.
Do you
Absolutely.
have any tools or meditations that you can help with? I know there's a lot of women watching. There's some men, but there's a lot of women watching that can help us kind of release that hold
Yeah.
that old self has on our divine self or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can do a short meditation with light language, and then
Oh, that would be awesome.
So
We love light language here.
It's
So for now, just take a moment to tune in to your breath, slowly breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. And just release everything you did before and you need to do after. And just listen to the guidance of my voice. So each time you feel something is happening, or something upsets you, or something gets you out of alignment with yourself, or you feel this disconnection or separation, it's inviting you to come back to yourself. It's inviting you to come back to your heart. So then, and also for now, I would invite you to just join, to place your hands over your heart and to feel your breath as you're breathing and your heart is, and your chest is going up and down. To just slow down for a moment. Because by you slowing down, by you choosing to step out of the situation, step out of the emotion, step out of whatever is happening, and just for a moment connect with yourself, connect with your heart, connect with your body, already a lot is shifting. And for now, I'm gonna support you with light language, with sacred sounds and vibrations that connect you even more with the love for yourself. And the field of the flower of love is supporting you like a warm blanket. And just for a moment, allow yourself to receive, because there's nothing you have to do. That's also an important key. For you to receive love from Mother Earth and the universe, you do not have to be a different version from yourself. You do not have to be better. You do not have to do anything. It's just allowing yourself to receive. So in this now moment, just receive the gift of being you, being seen, being witnessed, being loved. Tumare sumatare sidumare sameta. Tumare sumatare siduvare mareva. Tumare sare vale dumare sumare si. Tumare sare male dumara sedi mati. Tumare sumatare sare mare same tu. Tumare si matare mare sumatare su. Tumare sura mare saru mare si mata. Tumare siru mare sa. Tumare sumata. Tu sare si matare sura vedu male di. Tu mare sira male surave. Tu mare si. Ave du mare si. Just for a moment, feel this beautiful white light all around you. This white light that just nourishes your body and nourishes your field, allowing you to connect even more with the universe and Mother Earth through your sacred surrendering, through your receiving. Because this is all you have to do. Choose to step out of a situation and connect to your heart, connect to your body, connect to your connection to Mother Earth and the universe. And by that, already so much is shifting. But it's by you becoming aware and choosing a different energy, choosing you in that now moment. And you will notice the more moments you do that, the more moments you consciously connect with your heart, the quicker it will go. Because also your body and your field starts to remember what this means, what you are choosing. E kumare kare kumatare kimakare simakare kumaka. It is anchoring even more within you the love for self, because it all starts with that. So just for a moment, acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge your beautiful body. Acknowledge your beautiful presence. Acknowledge your braveness for being on the Earth Star right now. Awakening to this higher self of you. Awakening to this bigger mission, this bigger purpose. But also being brave enough to face your shadows. Being brave enough to be aware. So feel the compassion for yourself and the love for self, but also the love that Mother Earth and the universe has for you. It's just allowing you to receive, because you are worthy of it. You are worthy of that. And now allow those words to sink into your body, in every cell of your being, and every part of you. You are worthy of receiving love. And you are worthy of living the best life of you desire right now. And it's just inviting you to be aware and to love yourself. That is the key. So just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, breathing in love and grace, and breathing out everything you do not need anymore. And then slowly come back to the room you're in and open your eyes again.
Beautiful.
That was amazing.
That was for sure.
That was a totally different experience. I love that lately my experiences and meditations have been like off the charts. This one was something I've never experienced before. I was a small child sitting in the lap of an older shaman woman, and she was stroking my hair and singing me the lullaby, which is what you were singing. And there was a fire, and we were surrounded by people that were just safe and loved, and it's beautiful.
I get goosebumps as you share that story.
Yeah, that's how it felt like to me. Was a beautiful mother singing to a child, and it was gorgeous. It was wonderful. And it took me somewhere safe and warm and lovely.
But it is through this surrendering to feeling safe, more of us can come online. Yeah. So that's beautiful. Yes.
That's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome. Just allow it to sink in. And
it's always hard when we do this to come back to world. It's hard.
Yes, it is. Yeah. But these are just important things, us coming together and just sharing and connecting. And that's also what I've noticed. Sisterhood and brotherhood is really so important to just, supporting each other through these moments, because we're all in these different waves of sometimes the other feels more empowered than the other. It's like also coming together and really, strengthening each other. That's not only good for ourselves, but also for the earth. So,
Yeah, I really believe coming together really changes the vibration of the world, and it changes our own vibration. It just ups us that much more, that we can reach a little bit further, get that apple a little bit further up. So,
it is. Yeah. The power is when we come together. It's like, I don't know who said it, but when 2 or 3 or more are gathered, magic is created, and it's truly,
Absolutely.
Yes, so that's amazing. Yeah.
Oh,
it's a big part of why we show up every Sunday, because this is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Brittany said she was in a field of flowers as a child. Beautiful.
I love that it's all very childlike, like just it's beautiful.
Yes. That's beautiful. Yes. And I love the field of flowers. Then you will also like my book. It's guiding you through the beautiful field of flowers, also within yourself. Yeah. So that's beautiful.
So tell us how we can get in touch with you people. You have courses or where to get your book. I know we have all your information in the
description.
In the blurb with the information with the video and the podcast. But just give us a little, like, how people can get
my website is kimnes.nl, so you can find me there. And I'm guiding people in one-on-one sessions, but also group courses. And the beautiful thing I like about group courses is like the sisterhood and the brotherhoods and coming together, because through us sharing, it also opens up even more. So that's amazing. And my book you can find on Amazon, and then it's in every bookstore if you ask it. So it's called Activating the Flower of Love, and you can find it by typing in my name. And I share YouTube videos of just my journey, and on Facebook my journey, and because it's a constant spiral of discovering. So I'm also just sharing my discoverings, and I hope to inspire others to do the same. So
And your wonderful travels.
yes. Oh yeah. So next year I'm gonna guide a tour to Egypt. So if you feel Egypt calling and you like my frequencies and vibrations, you're more than welcome to join. So we'll go in May, and I feel called to do many more sacred travels. But I also that's also the journey I'm going through now. I just want everything to come from this inspiration within. So I'm constantly daily tuning in. What is my next step? What is my next guidance? And from that I'm also just. I always say that my business mission is spreading love, but it's following the energy. So I'm just following where the energy is leading me, and we'll just see, what it brings. So a lot of ways to connect, and please feel free to share, and also on Facebook to connect and share. So
Cool. Very
Love
nice.
it.
Thank you. Yes,
Yay.
it's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm up for the questions, right? You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. If you had to choose a song to be the theme song of your life for right now, what would that be?
Well, I've chosen 2. So the first one is I Remember from Mary Isis, is the artist, and it's such a beautiful song. Over just I received it a couple of days ago, but just as a recognition of I remember who I am. I remember to come here with soul sisters and soul brothers to ignite the love within myself and spread that out into the world. Well, that's what my book is about, and my teachings are about, really igniting this love consciousness within ourselves. And the other one is The Wild Heart by Urban Rescue, and that's really, I am following my wild heart, and it's like I'm constantly leaping into the unknown, constantly being guided to stretch myself. And so those 2, like the I remember, but also stretching and following my divine feminine self, my goddess self, into where I'm supposed to go. Because in a way, I think my mission also, it's not bringing what already has been brought. It's bringing something new, but it's inviting me to also stretch into the new. So those 2 were very, came in strongly, and I love the song. So
I love that. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay, question number 2. What is your favorite crystal that you're working with right now?
It's in the, so this is, I have a small one, and a bigger one is behind there. It's called the Sacred Heart Awakener. And I've tried to find the English word because it's a combination of 3 stones. So it's ignitite, it's in Dutch, but hematoid quartz, maybe that's, and then it's a golden healer that is in here, a beautiful one. And then a Magdalene crystal. So it's a combination of just.
It's a rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz. Does it have little strands of gold in it? Or
yes, here. There's a yes.
Oh, so it's rutilated quartz almost, but it's amazing.
It's
but it's just all the divine feminine. It's the goddess energy, it's Isis, it's Mary Magdalene, it's all those energies, and awakening your heart to love and a higher connection of embodying love and spreading love. So this really represents my mission as well. So I have one besides my bed and one always in here. So that's beautiful.
Beautiful. Yes. I haven't seen that before, so thank you. That's
yes, you're welcome. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. Okay, 3rd question.
Yes.
Have you ever experienced extra dimensional intelligence, meaning visitation, seeing UFOs, or things like that?
Not really UFOs, I think. I sometimes see lights. I see white dots, and I see blue dots at certain places. But I've never experienced that. But I don't know. It's also something I think you can connect with beings of light, but it's not like the images I saw of UFOs that we have in the news or in the no. So no.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that your experience is just as valid because we all experience things in different ways.
Yes,
my experience has been through dreams. I mean, I might have seen lights in the sky, but the really validating is the dreams. So I think that just because it's not like what they show in the in the news or whatever, exactly. So embracing that, and so I mean, we're so blessed to be able to have these conversations openly, to be able to engage in these and not have the stigmas and all of that, like have a safe space so we can talk about these things.
It is.
It's so cool to hear all the different, I mean, somebody else may be experiencing the way you do and may not realize it either, and that's validating for them, right?
Yeah.
So it's
And it's just energy also. Maybe that's also for me, the word UFO has a certain interpretation from the 3D perspective, but in the end it's all energy, like tuning into a different dimensional energy, and that I do. But it's like
for sure.
Very cool.
Beautiful questions. Yes.
Piece of cake.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. It was a beautiful experience.
Our first guest from the Netherlands. So awesome.
Thank you.
And I have to say, I'm always amazed for people who English is their second language. You're so fluent. And I'm just, Besides speaking light language, you speak English. So, I mean, fluently.
But I've noticed that also when I channel, English comes more fluidly. So sometimes I do a session in Dutch, but it costs me more. I need to really translate through English in Dutch because my channeling language is English. So that just comes out fluidly.
That's interesting.
That is very
really
cool.
interesting.
Yes. But I think there are more words, and I think also in English the energetic frequency behind words is more powerful because more people around the world speak it. So there's a different dimension in English than in Dutch or in But I just want to thank you as well for this beautiful conversation, but also for your unique contribution of sharing your wisdom with the world and doing these beautiful shares each time. So thank you. And
it's so much fun for us to hang out.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's keep an eye on your trip to Egypt. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Yes, that would be amazing. I'll invite you. Yeah, you're all invited. That would be,
that would be fun.
It's really going to be a divine goddess journey. So it's amazing. Yes.
That sounds beautiful.
Just have to manifest that and I'll get you all going.
Yes. We keep talking about how we want to take spirit sessions on the road and do like a world tour and do our show live from different places all over the world. But we're trying to manifest it, bring it together.
Yes.
I'm on for that. So let me know.
It's time to move.
Amazing. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I just have to announce the winner real quick.
Okay.
And the winner of last week's Share It Out, who won the Egyptian meditation, soul spot meditation, is Julie Delzell. So congratulations, Julie. Getting a hold of you to get that to you. So you guys, if you want a chance, we still have that going. It's our beautiful Egyptian soul spa meditation. It takes you through an amazing guided meditation by Teresa, where you receive healing from Rhonda and channeled messages from me.
And it'll really want to make you go with Kim next year.
Yeah.
So we can meet in real life. Yes. Yes, that would be amazing. Yes, thank you. And also for all the people tuning in, thank you for also being you and stepping into this space. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Have a great Sunday, guys. And enjoy your evening, Kim.
Yes,
Namaste.
thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.